Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Beat the Meat. So, the last few weeks we have been meeting the meat. Now it's time to beat it up.
What was that?
Oh my god, you're coming through my TV and my headphones. There is so much of you. There we go. So, hi.
F in surround sound.
Yeah, it's that FE Eldritch blasted. I couldn't take it. So, I've had to mute the TV just in case.
Eldritch Blast.
Suddenly, people are drowning. Sploosh. So, yeah, this will be part one of God knows how many parts. It depends how much I can torture you. We're joined by F. Who's not
Hello.
saying? Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I just opened and was pausing the stream so I could see the chat.
And we are also joined by Evie.
Hi.
We were supposed to be joined by Sleepy, but as usual, we're not. And our voice of the chat is in bed with himself.
So our voice of the chat.
As per usual.
He was working at stripped o'clock in the morning and declined coming in to read anything because he's a lazy bastard. And he has to be up in 4.5 hours.
After all you've done for him.
Yep. You don't even know. Yeah.
And to him.
Hey, we don't talk about that on stream. Plausible deniability. So, yeah. It's us three. And get a bunch of random fun shit to ask you and talk about. And then, yeah. It's going to be fun. With a capital F. A capital U. But a small N. Because it's going to trail off at the end. It always does. So, yeah. Care to introduce yourselves properly and whatnot?
I'm Agent F. In the campaign, I play That's So Revan, which is a fighter banneret that was supposed to be a Psy Warrior. Hence the name. Even though the name was a complete accident, still, there's just like layers upon layers of this backstory. My backstory is longer than my character's backstory. The name's backstory is longer than the character's backstory.
The creation of this character spanned 15 generations.
All the way back to the Old Republic.
Yep.
However many millennia ago that was.
Not sure. It just says a long, long time ago.
Oh no, that was the later. This was even before that.
And my question is, in relativity to our time, was Attila the Hun rampaging through China while Obi-Wan was getting diced up?
That was probably way before that.
Dinosaurs.
Now I'm just kind of imagining Attila the Hun if he had access to a lightsaber.
The Mongol horde is here. Close the gate. Why? Oh, we can slow him down for 30 seconds. Genius. No, who I would like to have seen with a lightsaber is Gandhi. He's passively resisting the fact that you suck. He is celibate because he doesn't give a fuck.
Just don't give him nuclear weapons.
Oh, no.
For everyone who plays Civ. That's
for those who don't
for
know,
people who don't play Civ, that's a civilization joke.
For those who don't know, Civilization is a game where you can do a bunch of shit. It has a bunch of real world leaders, including Gandhi. Gandhi was set with a very low aggression rating, and at the second half of the game, the aggression ratings skyrocket one way or the other. and his was supposed to go down, but because he was so low originally, it glitched out and put him to max aggression. And his
Literally
first act
jumped
at
the
all times
circle.
was to nuke you. Didn't matter who else was in the planet. You could have one goddamn city. Meanwhile, Russia has 15 continents. You're getting nuked. So, Evie.
Hi.
Hi.
Isn't that pretty much my introduction?
No. Not even close.
I'm Evie. In this campaign, I'm playing Kara. Right? Yes. I can never remember who I am in this campaign. For some fucking reason.
You only have 3 characters. It has to be one of them.
And it's actually your original character. You haven't died yet.
I know. You and I are due. I know that we're due.
I know. It's just a matter of time. I'm down to no saving throws now.
And I missed the last session, but multiple people told me all of the bullshit that y'all tried to pull with Kevin.
I mean, the cards picked. Hey, I gave him fire breath. Well, I don't know what. That's a cool feature, isn't it?
What more do you want for him?
He can roast his own dinner now.
I just want him to be alive.
Oh, he's alive.
For now. I mean, yes. I meant.
Shut up.
Oh, he's totally fine. Perfect.
He'd be winged.
It'll teach me to be sick.
He's got wings that are bigger than he is now.
But yes, Kara is who you are currently playing. Currently.
I don't like the sound of that.
For now.
Dun dun dun.
Now, the worst thing is, and I know we haven't talked about this, but should Kara die, Kevin goes to Thasso. He is the only member of the party who was there when you acquired Kevin.
Oh, wow, that is
true.
The last survivor.
So, I'm just saying.
Are you trying to make us enemies, or?
He's saying you better stay alive.
That is it. I'm just saying that that is very much the case. Should anything unfortunate happen to Kara, Kevin goes to Thasso. Should anything happen to Kara and Thasso, there may be issues. Kevin's going to maul a grung. No.
Huh.
Yeah. Listen, you tell me you wouldn't want to kick fuck out the frog.
It's fair.
He almost died twice last session. He got lucky. But anyway.
Did he drink more bathwater?
Worse. He tried to change the color of a demon lord.
Oh, yeah.
And he went up against the IRS.
Arguably the more egregious of the two.
Who got deep-throated to death.
Now,
but then
that is actually something I would like to bring up. I was so proud of that interaction. You made me so proud. You finally went off the deep end.
I know.
You joined the rest of these heathens.
I'm
so proud. Yeah, you have always been, for every campaign, you have always been the more level-headed one. You're the one that's like, don't kill him, talk to him, and for you to just tentacle the accountant's face, it just, I'm proud of it.
It didn't even work. He came right back.
You killed him. He died.
Well, I did. It just didn't take. He got better. It's like the comic book trope. He got better.
Yeah.
He's the Baldur's Gate player. He just reloaded the save.
One
He
time
threatened
that happened.
Death's
One
death,
time.
and Death sent him back.
Yes, he tried to text Death, and Death ain't having that shit.
What was the achievement called again? I was just wrote that down. What is it? Nothing is certain.
Nothing's the only certainty. Though things are certain are Death and taxes. One of them is more certain than the other. And Jack got the window shopping because he done fuck all. But yeah. So basically, the reason I have gathered you here this evening, I have some questions that I need answers to.
Don't we all?
Yes. The answer is not 42 for these ones, unfortunately. I know because I checked.
Is it 69?
Could be. Should be. Would be. But it's not. So, basically, I'm going to give a quick poke at your D&D knowledge. I don't expect you to, perfectly answer every question ever. I don't expect you to know anything that I'm talking about. It's basically just common sense. I'm going to ask you one first.
Alright.
What happens if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
Oh, I've heard. Don't they explode and open up a door to the ethereal plane or something?
Close.
They rip a hole in space time or whatever.
They rip a hole in space time, ending everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there's no doorway or anything. It's just everything ceases.
What does the doorway? Is that a hole inside a bag of holding?
If you go into a bag of holding, you will die.
Oh.
We're not sure. No, there's certain things you can do, but specifically putting a pocket dimension inside another pocket dimension causes the end of the world.
Don't cross the streams.
Pretty much. Evie.
Yes.
Your questions on owl bears.
Okay.
If you were to fall in an owl bear's nest, what would its reaction be?
Probably aggression, especially if it had eggs.
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to eat your fucking face off.
Yeah.
Dinner.
No. Do you know how big an owl bear is? In comparison to another animal.
Aren't they a large size creature?
They are, yes. They're roughly about sizes with a grizzly bear.
Okay.
So you can see now why they're not often pets.
But they're so cute.
Until Mama Bear mauls your face off.
But they're so cute.
Do you enjoy having a face?
Yes.
Do you enjoy cute things?
Yes.
Which do you enjoy more?
Cute things.
But if you don't have a face, you can't see the cute things.
False. If I don't have eyes, I can't see the cute things.
If you don't have a face, you're dead.
There was that woman with the chimpanzee.
Yes, but
She
this
lost her face.
This is not a chimpanzee. This is a full-on owlbear. It will eat your head. F.
Yep.
You have 3 choices. Do you A, pick a fight with a bugbear, knowing full well that it's a monk? B,
Doesn't sound like a good option.
pick a fight
We've
with
done that.
3 goblins when you know that they're rogues? Or option number 3, do you pick a fight with a volcano?
I don't know. I
Including
could
the
run
bug-
away from the volcano. So that sounded like the better option. That's my logic.
That's fair logic. It makes sense. You can, in fact, run away from a volcano.
Volcano can't get me from here, man.
Well, it can. I mean, they can spit rock for fucking how far?
Well,
But
yeah, sure.
ideally, yes. You stand more of a chance running away from a volcano, especially since goblins get pack tactics, meaning advantage and extra damage on top of sneak attacks. Yeah, probably not a good idea. A bugbear monk can bitch slap you from 10 feet away. Again, not really what you're hoping for. So, understandable. Evie,
Yes.
how close do you need to be able to use sleight of hand to pick someone's pocket?
Within 5 feet.
Correct, Mundo. Owl bear is a owl bear, and a bugbear is a bugbear.
Yeah.
I have been asked the question: what is the difference between a bugbear and an owl
I
bear?
thought you were saying that to me. I was like,
No, an owl bear is a creature. Think a giant bear with the talons of an owl and the face of an owl, whereas a bugbear is a very large goblin with 10-foot reach. The difference being, one can bitch slap you from across the continent, and the other can see what your insides look like just by waving hello. Bugbears are also goblins, because that makes sense. That's all. Yeah. F. This one's going to be quite difficult.
Alright.
Describe the plane of water.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's watery. I don't actually have any knowledge about it, but I'm going to guess that it's probably going to be watery. Filled with water.
Moist. Had to be done. Had to be done.
So, bugbear comes from Old Welsh. Or Middle English. One or the other.
Yeah, same thing, really.
And turned into, I have no idea how to pronounce what it started as, but it ended up getting it cognates in German with another word, a similar sounding word that means goblin, and that's why it's a goblin.
Well, you are technically correct. The plane of water is literally just a bottomless, topless ocean. I
Topless.
know. You cannot reach the top. There's no up, there's no down, there's no left, there's no right. It is just water. You cannot go to the surface because there is no surface. You cannot go to the floor because there is no floor. There is also no water pressure. It's just a never-ending expanse of moisture.
Cool.
There are currents, though.
There are. There is also cities made of ice and glass.
Ooh.
And other fun things, as well as tons of creatures. It's not a bad place to go. The fuck did a mosquito get in here? The fuck do we have mosquitoes? I'm confused. Okay. Evie,
Yes. Yeah.
would you rather get beaten by a grung, as in like someone using a grung to beat you? And I'm talking like holding its tongue and swinging it like a mace.
At least I would die knowing the person got poison damage.
Or would you rather someone held the whiz and unleashed the fruit roll up?
Like at me or just in general?
Oh no, to beat you to death with.
Okay. Yeah, gotta go with the whiz. Because if I have to die either way, I want my friends to be able to tell a good story.
Not quite death by snoo snoo, but
I mean,
I got dick to death.
either way,
Yep.
you're fucked.
not as epic as poor. What was his name then? That wasn't Sneak. Who was it?
Best.
Oh, that was Beast.
It was best. So, if 15 old ladies with carts, you have to go to every single one and sample their goods. Or draw 12 cards from the deck of far too many things.
Oh, I'm gonna draw those cards because I'm an idiot. Probably because I'm an idiot, but I'm gonna draw those cards anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean, like chances are you're all going to draw more than 12. Period. Like it's yeah. But you like the little old ladies with the cards.
Yeah, they're okay, but the cards, those cards,
It's a little bit them cards.
they draw me. They call to me.
Okay.
They come.
Amy,
Yes.
your choices are spend a night listening to Jack talk about grung while doing AOR. Jack, if you're watching this back, you know why I'm saying this. Or, and yeah, there's an or. One full night listening to F literally just say Eldritch Blast and every different kind of emotion you can think of.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I'm gonna have to go with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch.
Okay. And yeah, this is for both of you, and this is a thank you for coming on. If you can go first, design a card for the deck of far too many things.
Oh boy.
It can be anything you want, literally just anything.
Negative, positive.
Doesn't matter. Whatever you want.
Okay.
You could literally have the whole party gets to level 20 and is immune to all death cards.
Of course, the first thing that came to mind is a stupid one, but
Oh no, that even more.
huh?
What was it?
Jornar flies by in his broom and slaps you with the back of the broom as he flies by.
That's a thing that could definitely be.
Or just the broom by itself. A broom just comes, a flying broom goes by, whap.
Should just get good. Eldritch Blast.
No, okay, that.
Okay, so
Put that in there.
F's card is Johnor comes flying by on a broom, slaps you in the back of the head, says "Get good, Eldritch Blast" as he leaves. What's that called?
Oh.
Evie?
See, here's the thing. I'm afraid I'd get it, but I really want to see like Jack do it. So, whoever draws the card has to spend the next 24 hours in character as an uwu girl.
Oh,
Oh no,
yes.
things outside again.
And it's not going to be Jack that gets it. I know exactly who's going to get that.
Sleepy?
No, it's going to be Michi.
Like, my other thought was a card that makes all of the negative effects to Kevin not happen. But I would rather see someone uwu girl.
Oh yeah, Uwu girl is definitely in there. One full day in game, you have to be an
Like-
Uwu girl.
It was already in there? Or
Oh, no,
it's in there now?
It's now in there.
Okay.
So we have Jarnor telling you to get good.
Nope.
Checking out 1d4 slapping damage, and there's no saving throw. You're taking the 1d4 because it's purely psychological damage, not psychic, psychological. And, of course, Uwu girl. Anytime you don't say a word with like uwu or you immediately take damage. Immortal Kevin is a card.
Eldritch Blast to you.
Believe it or not, Immortal Kevin is actually already a card. It is in the 800s. It means he will not age, he will not starve, he will not die in any way, shape, or form. It is a card.
Which I'm torn about because I know that eventually you're going to make him turn on us.
Why would I do that?
Because you're you.
Oh.
Wow.
Note to self, speed up the plans. So right now he is a 2 foot tall, flying, fire-breathing owlbear with the full stats of a full-grown owlbear and additional AC because he's smaller and harder to hit.
They're on to us. Move up to phase 10 of the plan.
So, yeah. Kara died at the hand of Kevin. Oh no. Who would have seen it coming? Meanwhile, Steve Irwin's going,
Oh.
yep. He was I love that guy. This is my baby. Watch me dangle it in front of the child.
In front of a child? Do you mean a crocodile?
The crocodile is a child.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the crocs were more his children than like Bindi.
That's fair.
Although
But you said, here's my baby, let me dangle it in front of a child, and I was a little confused.
So, the bat is not getting an immortal card. There's no immortal card for the bat.
The bat's just unlucky.
Yeah, that bat is going to die. Like, there's nothing that you can do to prevent that bat from dying at some point in the foreseeable future. Something will happen to that bat. There's one that makes Little Marco immortal.
Little Marco.
There's one that also makes him 4 times the size he is now.
I'm really glad I have my own little Marco now.
Everyone's got a fucking Little Marco. Do you have Def Class to put that voice on? Oh man, it's painful. Not as bad as the one I was doing on Tuesday. The Cyclops. That actually fucked my brain.
I found a
My. If it isn't the consequences of my own decisions.
Pretty much. Right. So, you've got to make a card. Now you get to remove a card. Conditions. Cannot be any of the death cards because they're absolute. Cannot be any card relating to Kevin.
God damn it!
Other than that, there's no conditions.
Those were the two things I was going to do.
That's the two
Almost
things
as
that,
if I knew it.
that already came to mind.
I'm just that good. So.
It's almost like you know me or something.
Yep. Yep. Because I knew the first thing you would do is remove the Kevin Diets card. So, what you got?
I'm trying to remember which cards we've gone through since I've probably drawn a couple dozen at this point. Well, everybody's cards, really. That would be dozens. I guess, how about the one that resets you back to level 3?
Okay.
My revenge! I'm destroying you card!
You're taking that card out of commission. So, there's still the card that resets you at level 1, though.
Oh.
And 2.
Well, that's the one that got me, so I get revenge on that one.
Evie?
I'm gonna get rid of that. For every gold coin you have, there's a stone in your shoe.
Why?
I have 2,000 platinum!
Yeah.
You said it was equivalent to the amount of gold pieces that you have.
Yeah.
I don't want that much stone in my shoe.
What shoe? There'd be no shoe left.
That was one of the cards I drew before.
But there'd be no shoe left.
Exactly! I'm getting rocketed out into the sky from my shoe, filling up with stones.
May I suggest sandals? Okay.
Your shoe just looks like the bottom of an aquarium.
It's rainbow colored stones. You want to know the worst bit? There's one person who would definitely like that if they were playing this at the right class, and that would be Jack because of Magic Stone. Like when Sleepy was the DM, the amount of times we stopped to ask if we could find stones because 3 of us had Magic Stones. Oh, that spell was horrible. Okay, right. Which sibling would you bring back?
Beast.
I don't know, I miss Sneak. Tabby never had a chance, but Sneak. There are so many pants left unworn.
I was thinking Beast because there were so many NPCs left unfucked.
Funny thing is, out of the 2 of them, I know Sleepy would prefer Sneak. But yeah. Well, wait, hold on.
Sneak who thinks
Hold up.
my character is an albino orc.
There's so many characters left unfucked. Then you fuck them.
I have terrible charisma. It's gonna have to wait until I die and choose a better charisma character. I've tried fucking people.
Shouldn't stop you from trying.
I have tried.
You tried with Hex.
And that was scarring.
Do you know what would have happened to you had you succeeded?
I'm sure I would have died by Snoo Snoo, like
No,
Beast.
You wouldn't have.
What would have happened?
Absolutely nothing. You would have had disappointing sex with Hex.
Well, that explains why his wife killed Beast.
Oh yeah. Oh no, they have great sex together, but he's more the soft one.
Yeah, that would have been disappointing.
Jack's character, nobody misses. What the fuck was his name?
I don't
That's
remember.
how much nobody misses it. It was
Juno.
Juno, yeah.
The druid. Nobody cared about Juno.
Basically came in, touched Captain Australia's face and died.
Yep. Him and Claire have history. He knew what he was doing. Like, Jack chose death. Because even he didn't care about Juno. Mainly because he could see a grung. Right. No, true story. Jack killed himself on purpose because Sleepy had died. And there was a grung. And he didn't want anyone else to pick the grung.
Yeah.
That is the only reason he done that.
The light in my bouncy ball just died, and it's pretty devastating.
Okay. Can I offer you a trying card in this trying time? I know what I said. Yeah. That was something I was going to say. Do either you want to draw a card right now?
Oh boy. Do you think either one of us are going to say no?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm a little terrified I'm going to draw the Uwu girl, but
No, it's going to come back. Oh, you made me do this, huh? All right.
There is one card that you should be more concerned about than the Uwu.
What's
it's
that?
Not just 24 hours. It's a permanent thing. You have to finish every sentence with meow.
I'm okay with that, honestly. 57.
Like, just flat out 57?
Yeah, I got a 1, so 0, 57.
And it's got 7 in it.
Is it the cat? Meow.
No, Jack cannot have a card because there's no way to enforce it. Oh, snap.
Yep.
So, the good news is you're not dead. You're not dying. You're not taking health damage. And nothing's changing on your character sheet. But yeah. So, do you remember how disturbed you all were when you had smoked meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to pick a race. Any race, you get to pick.
Okay.
And you're gonna have a slight craving for that race.
Okay.
You don't have to act upon it, but yeah.
Like, they sound pretty yummy to me.
Like, as in you're gonna have to roll higher than a 5 on a wisdom save every time you interact with someone of that race.
Okay.
So what race do you pick? Grung.
I was a little tempted.
Are you currently checking to see what races are taken by your siblings? You are?
I was actually just looking at races in general. You know what? Lakatha.
Oh no, you did. Oh, why?
It's either that or rabbit folk.
Why are you going for fish?
I don't know. I'm a sea elf. It makes sense.
Okay. You're right. It does make sense that you would be going after the folk. I mean,
Like, that's it. Like, I was looking for one that would kind of make sense with what I am right now.
Aarakocra. The seagulls. Okay. Okay. F. What'd you get?
663.
Oh, so fucking close. Damn.
2.
Son. 6, 6, 3. Oh, yours is born.
How dare you?
Yeah, you auto fail your next dex check. Not saving throw. Check. So, yeah, get born.
Is that straight dex check or like anything that uses dex as its?
Anything that uses dex as its base, but it can't be a saving throw.
So basically, the next time I try to shoot my arrow, I'm gonna miss.
Nope.
No.
That's an attack throw.
Okay. Specifically a check then.
Yep. Your
Okay.
acrobatics, dexterity, stealth, sleight of hand. Yeah. What I would suggest you do, if you remember, first thing on Sunday, roll a sleight of hand to snatch something somewhere.
Just to use it up.
Yep.
Something that you don't really want.
Something
Now,
preferably not breakable.
the thing is,
Ooh.
I have now. How does this? Because is this going to clash, or do we just ignore one? Because as far as I remember, I have advantage on my next roll because we never rolled again for the rest of the game.
Yes, you have advantage on your next roll.
But what if that's my next roll?
Then you have wasted advantage.
Okay,
Well,
so I got to do
you would-
something else first.
You would still roll at advantage. You would instantly fail, but you would
You'd
then roll
still-
at advantage.
All right, so I got to hopefully use the advantage first, and then do that.
Damn,
Is
you-
count?
all these buffs and debuff management.
Yeah, I better write that down. I actually took notes last time.
Oh, yes, Evie. Because of your absence, everyone went above and beyond to take notes for you.
Aww.
Actually, I'd started before she. No, actually, no. It was after because we didn't start till after she left.
It was.
I just decided I was going to take notes this week before she even got sick.
It was. Yeah, everyone was trying to take notes. It was. I can't say for the quality of them. Like
I got bullet points from Sleepy.
Yeah, that's. See, I'm spoiled. When it comes to notes, I am spoiled because for so long I've had a guy called Bruce that both of you will know from the Saturday game.
Yeah, and he takes the best notes.
Oh, his notes. He writes everything down. I mean, like, he noted so much of everything that it reads like a story. You could read the campaign progress just by reading his notes.
Pretty much.
And then
I think he does he revises them into like story format before he posts. But he still takes good enough notes that he can do that.
Meanwhile, you lot couldn't remember the BBG's fucking name.
Hey,
He did that.
What?
don't lump me in with that. I take good notes.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about F. Specifically about the fact they walked into the BBEG's house after he introduced himself, and then proceeded to explain in great detail how they were going to kill 4 dudes and then kill off the main dude. Like he was giving them names. They never questioned it. Oh, good time.
Every one of us totally forgot what the name of the BBEG.
No, I wasn't doing one of those. Oh, the BBEG is actually a friend in disguise. It was more of a, like, as soon as they were done, I told them to look at the chat, and I had actually taken in the bit where Groos's notes specifically said the name of the bad guy. Like, I just copy and pasted it, and I'm like, just so you know. Hey, Sleepy, I hope everything's okay. Let us know when you get a chance, right? And give my best to the missus and the offspring.
I don't know what's happening, but good luck.
Ditto.
All I can see is he said hi from the ER, which is usually never a good thing.
Don't know much myself. I just wish him all the best. And his wife and his kid. Sleepy's one of those few that's actually alright. He's not one of these guys that you wait till he's not here and go, that dick.
Every time you get off chat, F. Every time.
I thought it was me. I hope everyone's okay, buddy. You know we're here for you. Not that it means much.
Love you, Sleepy.
I can't swim that far. Just pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say let us know if you need anything. I mean, I promise you now, I can't swim that far.
Vermont isn't too far away.
Yeah, just I'm trying to do everything I can to not say thoughts and prayers.
I would materialize next to you and hit you.
From a beam.
I wouldn't blame you. I would let you. I would accept it. Right. Next question. It's going to be a tough one. It's for both of you. You have 24 hours to prepare to fight against the party. What are you doing?
Setting up a series of asinine events for them to encounter to kill themselves first.
I was going to say a bunch of traps, but that's basically it amounts to the same thing.
Just get some big red buttons.
Pretty much, just like a line of big red buttons leading to me. And by the time they get to me, they'll be pretty bedraggled. So,
big cards that are all negative cards.
Couple signs along the side of the road, like, have you drawn from the deck recently?
That could backfire, though. They'll all be like level 20 by the time they get. Oh, crap. Like Ronald McDonald.
They'll all be level 20, they'll all decide to draw one last card before they fight me, and I'll be back to level 1.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, that's some interesting design there. Personally, I'm taking a high-powered rifle, and I'm shooting Kevin in the brain. Ain't nobody fighting me after that. Let's be honest.
I would come after you.
There would be nowhere you could hide. Nowhere you could...
I would John Wick the shit out of you.
But
And you are
I would become an-
barbarian.
as well.
I would become an unkillable rage monster until you were dead.
That's why I said rifle. By the time you get to me, your rage has ran out.
I would find you.
Kara is a barbarian, so
I will find
go on for a long time.
I will
I-
rage.
Set of skills that I've acquired. I will find you. I will kill you.
See, there's one thing I do love. One thing that it's wonderful. It is a wonderful thing. One used to picture an oppressed town. Oppressed by the evil wizard.
And his rabbits. Or sorry, his frogs.
No, just one wizard. He has a big house with lots of space between the gate and his front door. You find out that he's just killing people with one. He says 2 words and people just drop dead. You just fight your way to his door. You're expecting some big evil maniacal lord. What you have is a level 1 wizard who knows how to cast magic missile. Peasants have 4 health. Magic missile does 1d4 plus 1. And 3 of them. Like, literally, you could take over an entire town with a level 1 magic missile.
Unless you're playing Baldur's Gate.
Let's not even go there. Loving the game. Loving the game. Magic missile is supposed to do 1d4 plus 1. I'm hitting for 1. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's a number missing there. You have 90% chance to hit. With an AoE, you missed. How? You're trying to talk to someone. You're running up to them. You have accidentally smashed them in the teeth with your staff.
I still don't know how you did that.
I pressed talk to them. One you usually went in a conversation with them, which changed my talk to into attack. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Sounds like that's going so well now.
The game's great. The game is great. Thoroughly enjoying it. Right. This question is for Evie. You're allowed to pick any pet you want. What you have?
Fuck. Can it look like what I want it to look like?
Depends.
Like, can it be the cute version of it? Like the cute dog that Sleepy sent me versus like what it looks like in the monster manual? Like that kind of thing?
Yes. A reskin is okay.
Okay. I want the Displacer kitty.
Beast.
Kitty.
Beast.
Kitty.
It's called Displacer Beast.
Mine, you cannot have it.
So you want a cat? Well, a kitten form of a Displacer Beast.
Yes.
I see.
Like those pictures I sent you.
Okay. F.
When I discovered what a Displacer Beast was.
It's just like a cat with 2 tentacle tails. And, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like a terrifying cat. But yeah.
Right, F, what you having?
Where's that's what I got from the Easter thing. I actually got the
Yeah, that's a Displacer Beast.
Yeah, I got that from the during the Easter thing.
Like, it's a really hard decision between that and the dog that I got for Easter, but
That's pretty much what comes to mind because I already got it. That's why I was sitting there going, "No, it's mine. You can't have it."
So you would also pick a Displacer Beast.
Well, I don't really know.
it's just such a hard choice.
Things in D&D to pick from.
It could be anything. T-Rex is a valid option.
Phase spider.
Oh, yeah. Owlbear. Blink dog.
Did you know that the phase spiders were going to come up when you made that a thing on Thursday?
Nope. The fuck? Tuesday, I'm just thinking. I was going through the monster manual. I'm looking for all these things that you can have as a pet. Saw phase spiders, went, they're adorable.
And then they weren't.
Yep. Fuck the queen.
That's slightly different from the normal God save the...
God save these nuts when I drag it over the queen's card. Fuck. Yes, mine would definitely be a mimic. Because then I could have all the pets. That's like
That's
Ditto.
true.
Oh, that's cute. That little turtle guy with the fluff
Well,
Baby
okay.
in dice rolling.
An Ankylosaurus.
Actually, it's supposed to be a baby Tarrasque.
It's adorable.
The fuck? See, I wouldn't want a Tarrasque. Because they're...
I don't know. What would you feed?
You don't...
Even if it was nice to you, what would you feed it? And how would you stop it from wrecking shit?
Well, you can't. A Tarrasque eats until it is full and then sleeps for 10 to 15 years. Meaning you would have a pet for about 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, it would be eating villages and houses and buildings and people. And like, yeah.
That's bad.
And then you could spend the 10 to 15 years it was sleeping in jail, and by the time you get out, it'll be back.
Well, no, because you wouldn't know where it is. Because what happens is when they go to sleep, they go into the ground. They phase through the ground until they find a rock in the ground big enough to hold their body. They go into it, which is why when they emerge, they smash out of it. So they can't even go back to the same rock.
Well, right, but like you definitely know it was back when it started eating villages again.
At the other side of the world.
It passes through the whole planet.
It can. What, lava ain't going to affect it. It's immune to fire, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. It's immune to being charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned. The only thing it's not fucking immune to is fucking being knocked prone. But yeah, you can't hurt it with fire. So it could literally sink through the center of the planet and go, this is nice.
Knock it prone and kills the rest of the party by accident.
I'm just imagining doing like an at takedown on a Tarrasque.
Who knows? You might get it in the arena.
Please no. I have a feeling it's not a glass cannon.
Let's see. 676 health. Or 33d20 plus 330. Armor class, 25. Bite. His bite attack has a plus 19 to hit, a 10-foot reach, and does 4d12 plus 10 piercing damage. If the target
Please
is a
no.
creature, it is grappled. You need a DC of 20 to get out. Claw attack, also plus 19 is a hit. 4d8 plus 10 damage. Horn attack, plus 19 to hit. Reach 10 feet. 4d10 plus 10 damage. Tail attack, you never guess what it's got to hit. Reach 20 foot. 4d6 plus 10. That's not too bad. Grateful presence. Swallow. If it's bit you and it swallows, yeah, you're dead. Target takes the bite's damage, yada yada yada. Then takes 16d6 acid damage at the start of the Terrest's turns. If the Terrest takes 60 damage or more, so yeah. Oh yeah, it's also got legendary actions. So like, Chomp, it makes a 1 bite attack and uses its swallow. So yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, dragons can just choose to succeed saving throws. As a DM, it always feels really cheaty using those. Like, I know you 3 times per fight you can choose to succeed. Fucking yes, mate. It's a saving throw, power word, kill. There's no such thing, but like, yeah. I failed it. Oh, you're dead. No, I choose to succeed. What? Right. You just have to sleep with one race from D&D. It can be human. I'm not going to be stipulating shit. What you picking?
There's just so much to choose from.
I know.
There's only 40 odd races.
The joke in my head was, is the silence because there's just, it's hard to pin it down to one, or is it because...
It's because everyone would pick Tabaxi, and nobody wants to admit it. I know. It's okay.
I would not, thank you.
Eric Cocker?
I contemplated it.
Goblin.
I'm leaning towards Tiefling, but I'm looking through the characters real quick. I mean, maybe Warforged.
You hear that?
Turn the second robot.
When she says that, you know when like you're like worried that you can't compete with her toys?
Proof positive right there.
So
Just gonna choose the race that is a toy.
So you're leaning towards Warforged. F, what you got?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that won't end in death by snoo.
Wait, you don't have to worry about that. That's not a thing.
Like, honestly, like, the first thing that came to my mind just because of the joke was Tabaxi, but then I thought about the pronged penis, and that sounds uncomfortable. So...
Just going to remind you all that kobolds have no gag reflex.
That is a thing.
I mean, that doesn't affect me.
I'm just saying.
That might change App's answer, but...
I had a list of the races and I lost it. So I'm trying to go off of memory. But there is one that I've already like previously just gone, oh yeah, I want to bag one of those.
Here you go. I should put it in the dice rolling channel.
Thank you.
I can say with 100% certainty, not Gith.
I wonder why.
Michi will be still in. Poor Legion.
You know you want some of that furball.
That's actually what Michi was going to be before but she couldn't figure out anything that really went with the stats, so she switched. Yeah. Well, for anyone who's watched Avatar, I can tell they pick Vidalkin, but
They'd pick what?
Vidalkin.
Because it's blue.
Yeah.
I mean, right, let's look at this from a subjective point of view. For me, I understand the Warforged choice. I also understand Turtle being a choice. Possibly also Orc would probably be able to keep up. But I'm looking at this from a practical point of view, not a... If I'm picking, that's easy. If I'm picking, I'm definitely picking a half Orc. Just because it's the one my mouse was last hovering over, as I said.
I mean, the picture of the half orc ain't bad.
Those arms? I want to be bench pressed. No.
No.
What are you doing, Step Orc? No. Personally, for me, if I was going to do it, I'd have to go big. Go big or go home. I mean, like, you couldn't just pick like a...
That is true.
I'll take an L. A pointy-eared human? No, man. Give me the most, like, obscure one. Give me something that would be interesting. I want to be able to give an interesting story.
So like a Keebler elf?
Or a changeling.
I was about to say he'd go with the shifter for the same reason as why he'd pick the
why pick
mimic
one when you can have all of them? Fuck it, I'll go for a mimic. I've got a whole crew race.
Let's be honest, you'd go for the gelatinous cube.
Yes, but that wasn't an option.
But which side do you start on?
It doesn't matter. All sides lead to Rome.
Jack would go for Grung.
No, he wouldn't.
What would he go for?
Jack would, unironically, go for either Orc, more than likely Orc of Ebron, not the standard Orc. Goliath, or something along those lines, something that could definitely easily outpower him. Without actually trying.
Fair. I get it. Fair.
Yes, completely understandable.
I mean, honestly, the Goliath doesn't look like a terrible choice in this picture.
Oh, no. By that picture, like, that looks like Batista. It looks like Drax from...
Yeah.
I suppose neither of you picked, like, the Azamar.
I was thinking about that while you were talking.
Literally fucking angel. I mean, fallen, sure, but still.
No. But then I thought, Pooey already got to that.
Oh, she did. Like, yeah.
I mean, but they're all about, like,
lawfulness
and good, and I don't know, that's a lot of pressure.
Nope. no. Oh, no.
It's literally their character description. Aasimar are placed in the world to serve as guardians of law and good.
Yep. And if you go to the page, where is it? You. Oh, but he's not going to be here. It's the sub-races. Fallen Aasimar. See, their Scourge or Fallen Aasimar are literally the opposite. They're here for evil.
Can I choose like 6 to just run a train?
It depends. If you're having a train run, you can't pick. You can pick 5, and a 6th one will be appointed to you. And just know this: that a 6th one is going to be a luck storm.
I was afraid of that.
But
what that trunk do?
You want a train run on you? That will be the fucking end of the line.
But what that trunk do?
You'll know if you have any peanuts on you.
Alright, so for my train, I'm gonna go... Hold on, I'm gonna write this down just so it's like on record. Also, because I'll forget.
While she's choosing, I'll say for the go big or go home, I would either Dragonborn or Half-Orc.
Dragonborn's not going big.
I mean, it's different, at least by the picture.
Wait. What type of Dragonborn?
Out of the picture, basically, just has like a humanoid dragon.
I meant color.
That one's red. So,
Yes, that one.
no.
Because blue could be quite fun with all that lightning, you know? A zap at the right time, right place. Oof. Right, so let's hear this.
Here we go.
Shitty gangbang.
There goes that song forever.
Listen, I'm positive that titty gritty gangbang must be a real thing somewhere. But I'm not even sorry.
It's gotta be. It would be irresponsible if it wasn't.
You have literally got the Avengers XXX. It has to be a thing. So, who's training you?
Hold on. Alright. Aired to
First
be
response
judged.
is Pornhub. There's an actual Pornhub video.
Alright, so my 5 choices would be Fallen Aasimar, Goliath, Tiefling, Warforged, and Aarakocra.
Ooh, I see. See, you had me right up until that Aarakocra. Because
I just can't pick another 5th one. Like, I'm having a hard time.
What you've got there is you get some real meat behind you. Like, you've got some powerful builds. You then get the hollow bone Aarakocra. Who's just going to be
like, I'd probably want to start with the Aarakocra and then get progressively more large and aggressive from there.
And you're ending with a literal bipedal elephant. Like, that is what it's a goddamn elephant.
You gotta work up to that.
Yeah, you gotta work up to that. There's gotta be an order of operations.
There is no working up to that fucking like, the description literally just says humanoid elephants. It does. It's not like Aarakocra's. Where is it?
Hey, you're the one who chose that thing to fuck me.
Sequestered by Jaime. Yeah, like this bird folk. This one's just like, it's an elephant. What do you want? Okay, right now you have both disappointed me because none of you have said the most obvious choice ever.
I mean, who wants to say the most obvious choice?
The Senator.
No. You're actively choosing horsecock, and that's just weird.
And there was okay, the Minotaur.
I'm just really appreciating that the under the elephant one that it specifically says the trunk can be used as a snorkel.
Well, yeah.
I don't think this is going to be as bad as I thought it was going to be.
So that's and that is where we'll be ending this.
That's where we'll be kicked off of YouTube.
Don't even. I'm surprised I haven't get the notification. You have been barred because of everything ever. But yeah. So for those of you watching at home, thank you very much for tuning in. Sleepy, if you're still about, we wish you all the best. Please let us know if there's anything we can do, and just everyone's okay. Yeah. For me, that is all. Goodbye.
For Evie, isn't that enough?
I'll be the same. Where is it? Is it that one? So yeah. From us, that is all. Thank you very much. Join us on Sunday, where we will be finding out what happened with all that money. Money.
Money.
Money.
And then I guess we run off to try to fight a dragon for no reason.
Hey,
Just because we can.
you don't have to. You could have paid
No.
tax.
No, remember, he's like, you don't need. He's like, somebody just like, who was, I forget who said, like, it's like, instead of killing him, it's like, oh, we could get kind of fun to kill a dragon. It's like, you don't need him to kill the to go kill the dragon. So I don't know if we had decided to go kill a dragon anyway, or what.
I think you decided to go kill a dragon regardless. It did seem very much a case of you just wanted a dragon dead. But who knows? Dragons have hordes. This might hoard something interesting.
Had the idea put in our head, hey, let's go do that.
I mean, like, if that's the case, you people will be so easy to railroad.
Yeah, we're totally not easy to railroad anyway.
No.
Big red button. This will kill you.
That wasn't railroading.
I'm just saying, like, it's no extra effort to trick us to do anything.
Just a row of cards going on there.
Well, the row of cards.
The cards blow out of the deck and fall one every 20 feet up the path. Oh, wait, I gotta pick those cards. Huh?
It's very convenient. That said, I did say that if anyone tips the box upside down, they are technically drawing every card. So a lot of things will happen at one time.
And they'll be dead.
And they will be dead. But yes. So thank you very much for tuning in. Join us on Sunday for more. Try to not say shenanigans, but it's going to be shenanigans. I am Evil Scotsman, the DM. I have been joined by F, who plays Dasso, and Evie, who plays Kara.
Shenanigans will abound.
Shenanigans indeed.
I hope you ask the next group about which train they're going to have run on them.
I will again be looking for volunteers on Sunday. Maybe we'll get Jack because I want him to answer that question now that we have said this. So yeah. Anyway,